go. There we go. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I tricked this one. He thought I was giving him a treat. I wasn't. I was giving him a trick. Ha ha ha. Do 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 do. This one feels chubby. "17-inch keeper. First bite of the day." Look at how awesome. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. Off he goes. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Halloween. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today in upstate New York on Halloween. Go figure. That's all right. I'll take it. I'll take it. 2 casts later, I found a big old perch that wants to eat a swim bait. He hit it pretty good too. I thought it was another walleye. Bloop. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Thursday. My name's Matt. And this is Matt's Morning Show. Now, I've already been on a couple times this morning. And after that perch, that's the last fish I've caught. I've had a couple other fish on briefly. I have went through that same area multiple times. Now, that's the exact spot yesterday I caught those smallmouth on. I come back there today and I get a walleye and a couple perch. In classic Oneida Lake fashion. So I've searched that whole area back and forth pretty consistently. I've made probably 5 drifts through there. I've stayed out an extra hour this morning. It started out so well. And today's Halloween and all that fun stuff. And for all of the people that have not thoroughly enjoyed me talking about the Yankees, you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's all over. I had about a 10-minute conversation out here this morning with my daughter on the phone. And my daughter grew up watching sports, with me. I was a little shocked and pleasantly surprised when she said this morning she stayed up till midnight and watched every out of the game and loved it. Couldn't take her eyes off it. I fell asleep when it was 4-0. I thought we had it in the bag, and I haven't even watched the highlights yet. She told me about it, and the end result is the Yankees weren't good enough. And they should be better. They have been better all season, and they really laid a goose egg in the World Series. And I don't know how else to say that. Steinbrenner's probably rolling over in his grave, and rightfully so. And every Yankee great should say the same thing. You guys aren't there yet. I don't know how else to say that. You want to be immortal? You want to be champions? You want to be a part of the greatest sports franchise in the history of sports. Say what you want. Like them, don't like them, it's irrelevant. They have more money. They didn't always. But they've always won. Since baseball started. And listen, it is what it is. And these guys have all the pedigree and all the money that you could possibly want. And they did not come through when it mattered most. And that's the whole team. The whole team. Pitching, hitting, fielding, every player. Yeah, some guys had good postseasons. Good. Not great. And the team as a whole, they just got through, and they ran up against a team that was confident. And they did it all, too. The Dodgers did it without Ohtani doing anything special. He had a bad World Series. and their team still won in 5 games. So I enjoy watching a team play more than I enjoy watching a single player. I don't watch the NBA much ever anymore because it's mostly clear out, and it turns into a one-on-one game while 4 other people or 8 other people stand there and watch. That has no interest to me. I like college basketball. I like Syracuse basketball. And we'll start talking a bit more about that too, because it's getting pretty close to Syracuse, full-blown Syracuse basketball season, and there is nothing I enjoy more than that. That is my all-time favorite sport and team, Syracuse basketball. But baseball season's over. Congratulations, Dodgers and Dodgers fans. And I don't like the Dodgers. I got family all over Los Angeles. I don't like the Dodgers. I never have. Oh, my Lord, I don't know what that was, but it just came up 20 feet from the boat and went, boo, I just saw the splash. Okay, that's the fourth time this morning I've had fish on the surface out here. I'm in 17 foot of water. And twice this morning I had them out here. I could see bait jumping out of the water and see splashes around it, which in the old days, that used to be smallmouth. I remember back in the 80s and 90s coming out here, and even in the early 2000s, and you could come out here and go and chase birds all day, and those smallmouth would be pushing, schools of smallmouth would be pushing bait right to the surface. And used to go fish those birds all the time and have just some smash 'em days. Oh, but this is the first time I've seen fish, and I saw the fish swirling and pushing bait out of the water. That's the first time this year I've seen that. And again, it's been from 15 to 17 foot of water that I've seen it happen. So it's not right up tight to shore. And water temp this morning slid up to a little bit higher. It was such a beautiful day yesterday. 52 degrees. We got a light east-northeast wind this morning. I'm barely moving at 0.3, which is great for swim bait fishing because you can really be methodical and slow it right down. And I've cycled through a bunch of colors. I haven't found anything that's been particularly hot. And two, you could get bit on any color at any cast. There's never been a singular hot Kitech or swim bait color that I've only been able to catch them on just that. I cycle through the bright shiny ones and the darker colored ones, depending on the time of day, cloud cover. Sun's up now and it's crystal clear, so I've been throwing this for the last few minutes. This is the crystal shed. It's got some blue in it. It's got some silver flake. It really flashes. I threw white pearl. I threw that for a few. A couple groups out here duck hunting this morning, banging away pretty good. Haven't seen much flying, but a few geese here or there. Saw a flock of divers. And a lot of boats. Boy, I've seen 20 boats out here this morning. I love it. Although it's beautiful. I mean, it's no different than fishing in August. The water's colder, but it's spectacular. The perch bite around the lake has been great. The night bite is going good. I see limits and limits being posted from guys at night shore casting. Smallmouth fishing, the walleye, everything's good right now. And if you're not catching them, you just got to keep looking, because you'll find them eventually. I'm starting to slide back into the little shallower water. I'm going to go all the way back into the weed line here. I don't know how long we'll be together, but we'll see. I thought I'd have a little more live action for you, but supposed to fish Saturday morning with Captain Todd Shelter. We were thinking about going out, maybe trolling for browns. See if we can find some fall browns out there on the big lake. But I don't know if Saturday's going to work. I think the wind's supposed to howl on Saturday. We'll see. Let me switch colors here real quick. Yep, baseball season's over, so it's football time. SU's got a big game this weekend. They got to get back in the winning ways, that's for sure. Oh, I've got a few guys already that have got a hold of me about helping me test out the new app that we have, the new Walleye Fest app. So, get a hold of me. I need a phone number and an email address from you to get started. I'll send you the link for the app. And I don't think we're gonna do. I think what we'll do is we'll do like the month of November. So that way people can get out whenever they can get out. I'm not gonna try and do. It's not gonna cost you any money. We're just gonna do a fun test. We'll do it for a week or a month or a couple weeks or something here in November. Tomorrow's the 1st of November, so I'll start getting those links out to people. You get in, set your profile up. I just fouled that up. I watched that tail come around and catch the hook flying through the air. There's still a lot of debris out here floating around, no question. As the weeds die off and float to the surface, they got to go somewhere. All right, well, somebody took the tail off that one. A beautiful day. You know, I was talking to a buddy of mine while we were working yesterday, and I said, you know, my daughter, I'm 53, my daughter's 98, 26, and I can remember when she was a little girl, many years, taking the kids all trick-or-treating, and they'd be bundled right up head to toe in snowsuits, and it'd be freezing cold out and raining or snowing, and it's not going to be that way tonight. It's going to be absolutely perfect. They could wear their bathing suits around for trick-or-treating, and it would be okay. It's supposed to be 80 degrees today in upstate New York. Getting a lot of debris here. Sometimes it's tough to fish a horizontal presentation that you're trying to bring back through the water column with all the stuff on the surface. Leaves and weeds and a lot of obstructions, and it doesn't take but one little piece of weed to hook onto that swim bait, and they're not going to eat it. Oh. I don't know what kind of bird or duck that or whatever it is, but it sounds like somebody's getting strangled over there. All right, I guess I'll make this it. Not much going on right now, so I don't want to just sit here and have you guys watch me fish. That'll be boring. So I will see you guys tomorrow for November 1st. Have a great evening tonight. Enjoy the time with your friends and family. Be safe. Make sure everybody shows back up here tomorrow morning. And I will see you all later. Keep your tip up. Happy Halloween.